guys, LongHaul Larry, up here in the UP doing the remodeling yet. It's kind of a slow process, not feeling so good, you know. Doing what I can do, try not to overdo it, get some rest. But I got this all apart here. This is where I'm going to be running a gas line through. The LP gas is going to be going through this wall. And coming all right here for the heater. I got that ready to go for the heating guy. I got the trench dug all out there. And out to the LP tank over to where it's going to come out the house. Said it has to be, the outlet has to be 3 feet away from a window. So it'll be running over here and it's going to go through right here. Measure this out and it's like 3 feet 6 inches from the window. So we'll be all safe. And pulling it out there, and then it'll be going down and through the floor and off to the other parts. What else we got done? We got this window all fixed back up. There was a huge leak right over here on the outside, and all these boards were rotten all around here, and it was all leaking into the outside. All this exterior wood is going to be coming off when I redo the outside, the siding on the outside this year, in the spring or summer or whatever. But this window was leaking. I kind of peeled the trim apart, and you could actually stick your finger right down through. So water was running down the side of the window and running right into here. So it rotted out this board and the one on the bottom, and these were kind of rotten and stuff. So redid all that, reframed it all and everything. I just pulled that window out. This window needs a new screen. The window's okay, it just needs a new screen. But pulled the window out and fix all those boards out, put all new boards in there. Anything that has to do with the drywall, so I don't have to change anything, because the drywall I don't have to redo, you know. So I'm trying to get everything all good. The outside, I put all new trim boards on there, and I actually made one that's off the bottom of the window. It's at an angle, so as the water comes down, it'll kick off away from the wall. So it'll kick off away from all these boards and won't seep into that stuff anymore for this winter. And then, like I said, in the spring and summer, I'll tear off the outside and redo it the right way. But the window's all back in and resealed. In here, I have the new rafter. You can't really see it because I got it hidden right now with those other 2x6s. I just kind of screwed those on there to put out so the flooring has a good level, good place to sit. I have it all blocked up down in here. I got this whole corner raised up the way it should be. It's perfect, guys. I used that big 20-ton jack and actually lifted the whole house, but I don't know how good you can see it, but there used to be a big gap down there, about 2 inches underneath that wall. It's all pushed up in, and I actually put the level on the floor. It's actually leveled now. I couldn't believe it. I got it level. But and I used that thing right there. It's a leveling deal. It's a laser beam. You turn it on and see it projects a light, and I measured over here, and then see I measured it over there, then I turned it and I measured it down and got it. It's within like a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch. It's good enough, you know. It's good enough. There is another rafter that goes in here. It's actually sitting right here. I wasn't gonna replace it, but then I was looking, I'm like, you know, I'm doing all this, I'm gonna replace it. But I'm kind of leaving it out right now because I'm doing all the water pipes now. I have the fitting on the end of the well. I got all the old piping out, and I got a valve and water pipe on there to hook up to all the PEX line. I got the PEX line getting heated up so it works better. But I'm going to actually trace back this wire right here. This is the one that goes to the well pump and all this stuff. I'm going to actually trace that up through the ceiling. I'm going up there now, trace that now and get that to the fuse box, wire that in. I got to get the pressure tank sitting in here. I got to give it a new 1/4 inch piece of plywood put on the floor here first. But and then I'm going to set the pressure tank back in, hook that back up, and then it will be ready to turn the well on and test that out. Make sure that the well is good. And then I'm going to open that valve once the well is running and it's on good and there's no spraying leaks underneath there from a couple fittings. I'm going to open a valve and just blow some water out of there. So if there's any junk in the pipes coming from the well, then get rid of that. In here, got a new window installed. Installed a new vinyl window. Very nice. That's a brand new window. This is basically the only junk window in here. But I got a new window in here, and I still got to seal it up all around on the inside and with foam and stuff. But I just got to set in there. I'm kind of wait to do that because I'm going to pull that door out pretty quick here too and frame that out and stud all that. And I'll be using some great foam around that too. So once you open one of those cans, you got to use the whole can. So I figure between that window and this and that door, that'll be about a can of that foam. So I'm gonna wait to open up a can until I get that all done. So I'm gonna move on to this stuff, getting this plywood down, tracing the well, get that hooked up, and once that all gets working, then I'm gonna start just running all the water lines, and that all be within this area right here. Run all the water lines, and then I can start putting the flooring all back down in. I'm kind of having to take her a little bit slow, you know. It's what it is. Actually, Tyler and Allie came up, but I didn't want them to come around me. So they drove up here Tyler made me some cool furniture. It's really nice stuff. I'll show it to you guys in the future. But you guys can go and check out his channel to see that furniture being made and everything. But he made us a really nice chest coffee table that's going to go in the living room there. And then he actually built a really cool, it's really nice, guys. It's a computer workstation that's going to fit right there next to the furnace. It's going to sit right there, and we'll have a little chair there. That way Tracy, if she wants to, if we did find the internet, we can get the internet up here. We found a way to get it, and then that way she can actually work from up here and stuff while I go out and play. And then he also built me a TV deal. It's like a TV stand, but we're gonna mount a big TV up here in the wall, and he built me this stand thing that's gonna mount underneath the TV on the wall, and it's gonna hold my PS4 and movies and stuff. It's really cool. He did a great job on this stuff, but I just had him drop it off. I told him I didn't want him to come in and stuff, and stupid COVID stuff, you know. But I got all that out in the shed out there right now. And then he dropped me off some beers. He wants me to try specialty beers. He brought me a bunch of different specialty beers, so he's gonna have me try them. But yeah, so I'm moving along, you know. It's kind of a slow process though.
Well, good morning, guys. I don't even know what day it is right now. But yeah, I feel pretty ill. Is what it is. You know, work on through it. Kind of sucks. I lost all my health because of this stupid sickness, you know. But I don't know what it is. We're supposed to get the results today. I don't know why there's not a quick result thing up here. You know, a lot of places across the country you have the quick comebacks, but I'm supposed to get it, I think, today. Trish is supposed to find out, and we'll see what it is. It's COVID, whatever. I'll get through it. But feeling not so hot. But I lost my kids. They were supposed to all come up this weekend, and they were supposed to help stuff, and I wasn't able to do that. Allie and Tyler, they actually came up. He made me a bunch of furniture and stuff, and they came up and dropped the stuff off, and I just had to put it out in the shed out there. I told them, no, don't come on in. Don't touch anything, you know, just, yeah, they insisted on coming up, so they dropped the stuff off and everything, and I did take a look at it after left. Pretty cool furniture. I'll show it to you guys in a future video and stuff. I don't feel like walking outside and trenching through the snow. We've gotten quite a bit of snow up here, and it snowed pretty good yesterday, last night. Stuff has been snowing. It's just kind of flurrying now. It's just this lake effect stuff, just coming down slow. But we actually got some snow. But I'm working along, and we'll find out today if it is. If it is, it is. And if it is not, then I just got a bad cold. Who knows? We'll figure it all out. But I've been plugging away slowly at stuff, and I'll show you what I've gotten done.
But I have actually gotten the well to work. I'm very happy. I'm actually very, very happy. I got all the old water pipes out. Everything is out of there. And all the old water pipes are out of here and all that stuff. And I have a fitting. It's right underneath this floor right here. It's like right here where the pipe comes up from the well. Comes up through the ground and everything. And it's just kind of got an elbow and stuff. And then there's a big fitting that goes over to this contraption right here, which is basically like a pressure regulator. It's just like an air compressor, on a big air compressor. And it's right down there on the floor. And it's controlled just like that. It runs up to certain PSI. The well pump runs when it has contact, just like an air compressor, you know, building up air. And then when it gets to the certain PSI, then it trips and turns it off. And I actually got 60 PSI of water pressure. It's a lot of water pressure. That's where it's set at. I don't know. So I'm not really going to mess with it. But this here pressure tank was, dang it, was in the house. And it's fairly new. I think it's a 2013 tag is on it. So it was put in here and that's going to go underneath a cabinet. And I have it all hooked up and I wired the thing and everything. And it's actually the only electrical wire that actually goes to the fuse box. It doesn't have a junction box through the house and everything. I crawled up through the attic and I found junction boxes buried in insulation, multiple wires running in them with no wire keeper things on the outside of the boxes, no covers on the boxes buried in insulation, and then just multiple wires just like tied together, just twisted together, and an electrical tape wrapped around them. It's like so bad. I'm not using any electrical wire, but this wire that goes to the well actually is a solid run all the way to the fuse box. And it's the only wire I could find that it is, so I kept it. I actually ran a new wire down through here, and it and then when I ran it through, I thought it was up in the attic. I thought it was a wire that went to a junction box, and then when I ran it through a hole up there, turned out it was a different wire I was tracking. So I went back up there and tracked it again, and it turns out it is a solid wire all the way there, which is actually really nice. It's exactly the way I wanted it set up. But I flipped the switch and bam, the well turned on, filled up the high pressure tank, and I checked all for leaks underneath and everything was good. And I took a bucket underneath there, and I held the bucket underneath the faucet, and I opened the valve, and water just poured right out. And I flushed a bunch out just to make sure there's any garbage in the lines or not, and get it out of there before it gets into the smaller PEX lines and everything I'm installing. And the water looks really good. And it did exactly what it does. If you guys don't know what a high pressure tank does, you have your well hooked up. You know, people who live in a city, you're not going to know this, or not that you're not going to deal with this, but people that actually have a well, what happens is you have a pump down inside of a well, and it's wired electronically, and every time that you turn a faucet on or something like this, your well turns on. Every time you touch the faucet, if you open up water, the well is going to pump. If you have a high pressure tank, what happens is there's like a big rubber bladder that's inside of there. And the well will run and it fills that bladder up inside that tank, and it expands and fills that tank full of water. And it gets up to a certain PSI, which in my case is 60. Then when you open a valve on a faucet or something like this, you're gonna brush your teeth, whatever. You, give me 2 seconds here. Sorry about that. You open a valve or something on a sink, it sucks the water out of there instead of turning a well on. And then when it sucks all the water out, then the pressure will drop, and then the well comes back on and fills the bladder back up. That way, every time that you touch a water faucet to just do a little bit, if you're going to take a shower or something like that, yeah, the well's going to run. But this keeps the well motor from turning on, off all the time, and it saves your well motor, which is like the most expensive part of this whole deal. So it saves that from doing that. I have all the PEX line run underneath, and I have it coming out. I have a line coming here that's going to be for the sink. I have a line coming there for the bathroom sink, and I have also a line over there that's going to be going to the tankless water heater. And then I also have the line run over here for it's going to be the toilet. I'm running 3/4 throughout. I'll reduce it for the other stuff. I just have to finish connecting that cold line on to where the shower line's going to come up. And then I'll hook up the hot water. There'll be a line that'll come out from where the water heater is, come over to that sink, come to this sink over here for the kitchen, and over to the shower. And that's all I got to do. And then attach everything. And then I'm going to put heat tape on all the pipes. You got a special heat tape for this PEX lines, and I need to measure it all and everything, and then I'll go pick it up. And I'll put all heat tape on there, and then I'll start putting the flooring back in, and put this new joist down here too. Putting a new treated joist in there too. I decided it had a little bit of rot on it. I was gonna leave it, but everybody was kind of like looking at it, pictures and videos I was doing, you know, Tracy and my kids and stuff. I was kind of sending them pictures of it and stuff, and everybody was like, there's a rotten part on that beam, aren't you going to replace it? And I'm like, it's really strong, I don't think so. Then I went back and I was sleeping, and I had nightmares about it, doing all this work, and then end up having a broken joist in it. I guess I was saying rafters or something. Yeah, rafters are in the ceiling. I saw that in the comments. I know. I'm sick. Okay. So things are just not clear, but yeah, I know. But yeah, so that's my project for today. I want to try to get this all done, get the flooring all in, and then start working on running propane lines. So yeah, the well's all hooked up, and it's actually, I'm leaving it the way it was hooked up. I'll show you guys how I got this. I actually like this because it comes out, all these lines are going to go, all this wiring, I'm going to pull this all out of here. This is all this old wire. It's all coming out. I'm not reusing any of this stuff. I was up in the attic and saw it all, and I was just like, no way. But it's actually wired up. It's a 220, and I have it wired into this first one. And I actually did hook it up because I was wondering if this was well. But then it has a separate box right here. It's an older one, but it works fine. It does have the screw-in fuses with it, but that's fine. It's just going to be this one box. And when we leave to go home or something like that, boom, I'm going to flip this off. Turns the well off. That way, if the pipes do freeze up or something like that, and something would happen to crack, if something fails and they do crack, the well isn't running for a week or 2 weeks or something until we come up the next time, and it'll flood in the whole neighborhood. So I like that idea. So it's a separate little box. You just flip that switch when you walk out, and bam. I could just turn off the breaker, but I kind of like the way it's set up there. So I'm going to leave it. There's lots and lots of supplies. A lot of drywall right there. Well, you guys, got another day going on here. And I know that a lot of you guys are wondering about stuff. What's going on. Tracy has been tested, and it is COVID. She's actually feeling better. She's gotten her results back. It took a while for the results, I guess, because of the Thanksgiving thing. You know, it was up here and it was around Thanksgiving when she was getting it done, and I guess it's got to get sent off to some college. The results, they take them up here or something like that, and it goes to college up here. You're gonna have to excuse me, my voice, and trying to cough and stuff. Sorry. But yeah, she does have them, but she's actually feeling better. I did talk to her. She was actually talking about coming up here, coming back. She can leave her house and drive straight back up here, not have to stop anymore or nothing like that. So she's actually talking about coming back up. I have it too. Same thing, just hard to breathe.
not a lot of sleep, achy, you know, sore throat. Just don't feel good. Just like a real severe cold, you know. I'm actually gonna go get tested myself too, but I already know. I got exactly the same as what she had and stuff, and so. But she's feeling better, so she's thinking about coming up here because I've been doing this, and it's a very slow process working up here. But but it's all good, you know. I can lay on a couch and, you know, sit in a hotel or whatever and just cry and whimper. I can get out here and work and stuff. I can't do as much as I can, you know. I gotta take her easy here, but I'm doing what I can. I'll show you what I got done so far. It's been a slow process, guys. It's going though. I'll show you what I got done so far last couple days. All right, you're gonna have to excuse the lighting and stuff. I kicked my little floodlight thing down in a hole downstairs. Carrying a sheet of plywood through, and I kicked it. Fell down in the hole, burned the bulb out. I gotta get another bulb, but I can't go places and get stuff, you know what I mean? I don't want to spread any of this around, so I'm doing what I can, you know. I think I have all the supplies that I need, so I won't have to go anywhere and stuff. It seems like I got everything, so I'm gonna do what I can, and we'll make do. So I kind of working off like flashlights and stuff. I got a couple floodlights, but yeah, my little spotlight thing there, I kind of kicked it and burned the bulb out. But I do have all the PEX line is all in. I forgot about this. I had it. I had gotten it, and it's right there. It's actually a water filtration system, and you kind of mount that, you know, on your water line or whatever to filter all your water and stuff. And we had gotten that because we didn't know what the condition of the water was going to be, and how, you know, if it was going to be full of junk or what. The water that's coming out of the well is good. It's really good, clean looking water, but we're still going to put it on. But I had forgot to mount that. I actually put all the PEX line in, and then I remembered it. That's going to be right there. The line on the right there is hooked up to the main, is hooked up to the well that comes directly from the well. And that's going to have a valve on it. And then it's going to plug into one side of that filter. That's going to be inside a cabinet under sink. And it's going to have a valve on it, so I can turn off the water. That will shut the water off for the whole house. And then it will go to through the filter to the line on the left, and then that line goes down and then hooks into the other lines over there, which feeds everything. So every drop of water that goes through the well is going to go through the filter system, and it's going to go all through. But we got our hot and cold lines ran right there. You can see sticking by the wall. That's going to come through to the kitchen sink, and then I got my hot and cold right there for the bathroom sink. My hot and cold, it's the feed line for the water heater, and then the hot water that comes out of the water heater will feed everything else. And then it runs over to here, and right there is your for the toilet, feed for the toilet. And it goes over here for the, it's got a little dizzy right there standing on this joist. That's going to be your hot and cold for the shower. And then those two sticking up right there, that's going to be the hot and cold for the washer machine. And I'm actually going to be tapping into, I'm going to make a little copper fitting on the shower line. I got to get off this joist. I'm going to make, when I hook up the shower valve right there between those boards, I'm going to put a little stretch of copper line, and that will tap in that little clear line there. You'll be able to tap into it. I don't think you guys can see it, but right up below there, there's a fitting that you just kind of screw into a copper line.
and that line goes through the refrigerator, or the water and the ice maker and everything. And I will feed that through, and the refrigerator will sit right here where this ladder is. So I have that all done, and I have all the heat tape ran too. It's right here. I have 2 different lines. I have it actually on the cold line running underneath. Runs the whole cold line, and then there's another plug too, and I'm going to have a GFI outlet right in there with the tankless water heater in that closet there, and it'll plug into there, and there's heat tape wrapped on all the piping underneath the whole house. So that should keep everything from freezing. So it's been a slow process, but it's getting done. I just have to take a lot of breaks. Take naps once in a while. I gotta regain my strength here. But today is going to be running gas line. I gotta run propane. I got that door taken out of there, and I just put a piece of OSB on there for this winter until the spring or summer or whatever, until I get the siding all ripped off, and then I'll redo the outside of it. But I gotta stud that out, put studs in there, frame all that out, and then start running the gas line. That's what my job is today. Oh, my flashlight's going dead. But right behind that board is going to be is where the gas line is going to come out of the house. It's going to be stubbed out, and it's going to come through, and it's going to go through this wall over to that corner where there's going to be that little heater that's sitting right there. That's where that's going to mount, but I got to have the gas line come out there, and then it's going to run through this wall, and it's going to go down underneath the flooring. The gas line will run over here. It'll tee off to go to the water heater. It'll tee off over here, come up for the stove, right over in that corner, and then tee off and then run over to where the furnace is right there, and come up behind the furnace. So that is my main goal for today. I'll see if I can accomplish all that. So yeah, I'm not making big plans for myself. I'm just taking a minimal deal here, and I just got to do what I got to do, you know. I can't really do a lot, but I'm going to do what I can and take it easy. But I'm just not going to lay on a couch or lay in a bed or nothing like that, watching TV all the time. I mean, just taking it easy, doing what I can, and I'll be fine. But I have had a lot of emails and everything else worried about me and Tracy and everything else. Tracy's actually doing good, and she's talking about coming back up here. I told her to take her time. She said she's coming up today. I'm trying to get her to chill out, but maybe come up tomorrow. I don't know, but we'll see. But she says she's feeling better. So I know that some people have had the COVID in my family and everything, and basically everybody said it was like a 5-6 day like really bad cold and everything else, and then they got over it. But I got to go get tested and everything today. But I already know I got it. She had it, I had the exact same thing. So for some reason, I guess she decided to kiss me when she was sick. So. It's so funny. She keeps saying I gave it to her, but you're the first one sick, so you're patient 0. But it is what it is. It's all good. So I'm gonna let you guys go. And I hope that everybody out there is having themselves a great day, a great night. For watching this here video, and if you're not, I'll certainly just try that all over again tomorrow. I will catch you guys later. Bye.